Yo, God's the greatest. Don't ever let no one tell you that God ain't the greatest. Man, I almost died when I was a sophomore in college. It was during off-season training at UC Berkeley. And I was actually having one of the best off seasons of my life. I was really pushing to become the starting cornerback on the team. My workouts were vicious. My feet work was right. I was exactly where I wanted to be leading up to the season. So I woke up one morning, I was feeling really not myself. My head was hurting, it was just like throbbing. Really like my brain was hurting. It was a different kind of pain. My neck was stiff. I just didn't feel like myself. I was throwing up. I was real achy. And I'm not someone who would get sick a lot. So this was really not normal for me. My roommate at the time, one of my best friends, he is actually my son's godfather. He looked at me and was like, "Oh, Wall, I think you sick. I think you got that meningitis." And meningitis was a big thing for us because a friend of ours, a young lady that we knew, had passed from meningitis not too long before I caught it. So I go to the on-campus medical center. They do a battery of tests, and they tell me, "Yo, you got the flu. Get a little rest. You'll be fine. You're just a little sick." So I say, okay, if I got the flu, it's whatever. I'm still gonna go to practice. I know, that's how I thought. We didn't miss practice. We didn't care. We're gonna go work out. We don't care. So I get to practice and I'm working out. As I'm working out, I'm feeling weaker. Starting to cramp up. My head is just feeling so heavy and I'm in so much pain and my neck is so stiff that I'm walking around like this. My boy's like, "Yo, Wall, I think you got that meningitis." And I'm like, "I don't. I just went to the Tang Center." The Tang Center was the on-campus health facility, the doctor's office, and they said I got the flu. He was like, "Nah, I think you got what so-and-so had." I'm gonna not say her name. Rest in peace. And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't got that, man." So I'm working out. I get through the workout, start driving home. As I'm driving home, not feeling good. My equilibrium is off. I feel like I'm intoxicated. Everything's moving. My eyes hurt. My brain hurts. My neck hurts. So I get home. And as I get home, my boy Donnie hits me again. Like, "Wow, man, you got to get to the hospital. I don't think you right, bro. You were looking horrible." And I'm like, "Bro, I went to the doctor and they said I'm good. I'm just going to go sleep it off." We're going back and forth. He's like, "I'm gonna come over there." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, you're bugging." So we're going back and forth. I'm just like, "Yo," I hang up on him. I don't want to talk to him no more because he's doing too much in my mind. But as I hang up with him, in my heart, I felt like he could have been right because I was feeling so bad. My head was hurting, my neck was hurting, my hands were cramping, my body was feeling weak. I had chills. I ain't never had a flu like this before in my life. So when he hits me one more time, we're going back and forth. And I'm just like, "Yo, bro, you bugging? I'm good." He said, I'm coming over there. I was like hell you are. So I lock my front door, I lock my room door, and I hop into bed. And as I hop into bed, I kind of knew that I felt it. I felt like I was in trouble. And I felt like I just wanted to be consoled in a moment. I felt like I needed my mom to hug me because I was just feeling so bad. And I remember talking to God and I'm like, "God, here I am. I just gave you my life. I just came to Christ. I just got baptized. And I'm sick like this. I feel like this. I just felt overwhelmed. And I felt in my heart like, yeah, I think I really am in trouble. This feels different. I felt like I was gonna die. I was having an outer body experience, and I'm talking to God like, I'm gonna go out like this. But yet and still, I still didn't get up and go to the hospital. I just accepted my fate because I felt so weak. I couldn't even walk by this time. So I'm in my bed and I start to throw up, blah, blah, blah. And as I'm throwing up, I'm telling myself, you should probably get up and move or clean it up, but I can't. I'm just so weak. So I'm throwing up and I'm laying in. So I just kind of move my head, I'm throwing up. I move my head, I'm laying in bed with my throw up. I'm thinking about what my boy was telling me, and I was like, damn, I might have that meningitis. But I don't even care no more. I just kind of quit. I don't even care no more, man. I don't care no more. I'm just tired and I want to sleep, and it is what it is. And I knew that if I had the meningitis, I probably would die. So fast forward, I close my eyes one more time and I open it. And when I open it, I'm in a car with my boy Donnie and the homegirl Shalea. I don't know what they did. They must have climbed up. I was on like a second story of his house, and that I had roommates and I rented out a room. They must have like climbed up the wall or hopped on the front porch. I don't know what they did. The awning or something, and they looked and saw me in my vomit. So they got into my house and they bust down my door and they got me inside of the vehicle, the car, and they got me to the emergency room. So I go into the emergency room, and it's pure pandemonium, right? The doctors hooking me up to stuff. They quarantine my friends, giving them some like antibiotics. They're asking me a multitude of questions I can't really answer. I'm going in and out of consciousness, in and out of consciousness. And if you've ever went in and out of consciousness, it's like you close your eyes, and when you wake up, there's like a period of time that has obviously passed, but you're not where you were when you closed your eyes, right? So I was like, whoa. Every time I opened my eyes, I was in a new scene of a movie. And I remember they were doing a battery of tests and they were asking me questions. My boy told my mom that I was in critical condition, so she hopped on the next flight from LA out to the Bay Area to Oakland. And I was just in and out of consciousness. And I remember the doctors were really afraid. They told me that I wasn't doing too well and they're trying to work on saving my life. And I'm like, saving my life? What you talking about? Like, they said I had the flu. Saving my life? They said, we don't know what's going on with you. You're deteriorating. So they asked me, like, have you been exposed? Have you been bit by anything? Have you been exposed to anybody who has passed away recently? It's not even crossing my mind that I was exposed to someone who passed recently, but that was a while ago. It wasn't like yesterday. It was a couple of months prior. So they're ruling out the West Nile virus. I'm like, the West Nile? Then they started asking me about my sexual history. Like, it's presenting like AIDS or full-blown AIDS, the way my body's shutting down. I'm like, what? So I started thinking about my sexual history. I'm like, Lord, I just got saved. I'm trying to forget that. I'm trying to forget my sexual history. And you want me to remember it? Now, I'm just thinking about everything, man. Like, my mind is racing. I have regrets. I'm like, well, am I about to die right now? Lord, I just got saved. And they tell me I'm about to die? Where's my mom at? So they're doing all those things. They're taking these tests. They gave me an AIDS test. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to make sure that my vitals are stable. My mom ends up getting there. I'm in and out of consciousness, She's sitting beside me in two chairs. She ain't got no bed. She got two chairs, and she's sitting down in the chair with her legs up on another chair. She's like, yeah, you're gonna be okay. She's just like, we just sitting there in silence, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. So eventually, this is all like within the first 24 hours, but it's intense, y'all. Cause I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die. In this moment, I'm dying. So they do a spinal tap on me, and the spinal tap comes back as, yo, he got meningitis. So they were happy. They knew what it was. I said, look at my boy. My boy knew I had meningitis. Saved my life. And then they told me that, yo, if you didn't get to the hospital when you got to the hospital, you were gonna pass away. God's the greatest. So they give me some medicine for my headache, and I'm just feeling so weak. But I'm relieved that they know what's going on with me. But even in that moment, I was okay with dying because I was just so tired. I didn't even have no energy to care and fight. I was like, yo, like, if I'm gonna feel better, man, I'm cool. I'm done. So they give me some medication to just kind of get me to feel better. I knock out, I'm in and out. I'm in the hospital for like a week after this. They come in, they put like a catheter through my inner arm that goes to my heart. They're giving me antibiotics every day. My mom, she begs them to release me to under her care, and she'll watch me because I need to be on antibiotics for like a month. I need to be like on intensive care for like a month to get me back. So they let her sign me out. I go to LA, and we have an in-home nurse comes and checks on me. They give me meds, getting me back strong. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm just like, dang, man, here I got saved. I'm not playing this year. They had to redshirt me. And I'm like, here I am fighting for my life, trying to make it. I'm doing all the right things. I got saved. And I almost die right after getting saved. Like, I'm supposed to be getting stronger if I follow God, but I'm getting weaker. And I had a lot of stress going on too, man. I was trying to make money. I'm trying to go to NFL. I do not need to be off right now. Our team is popping. We have one of the top teams in the nation. Like I need to be out there with my comrades fighting for my dreams. I'm on the sideline sick, and I almost died. Is this what following God is like? And I share this to say a couple of things. Just because you save doesn't mean you're gonna be comfortable. So that's one thing. I'm glad that I was saved, because if I would have passed, that'd have been horrible. That I would have died not knowing the love of Christ. And that hurts. Also, as I'm telling this story, it reminds me that when times are bad, like right now I'm going through a little something. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little funk with God. Me and him, I'm exchanging words with him right now. He like, boy, you better watch yourself. So but as you're going through things and you feel like you got a problem with God, or you're doubting your situation, or you're feeling a little negative, you gotta tell yourself your story. Tell yourself the truth. Tell your story out loud. When you tell your story out loud, you can't help but tell the truth about how great God has been to you. And if he does nothing else for you, he's done enough. If I would have died that day, man, if my boy Donnie wasn't so annoying that day and just didn't love me like he loved me, he was willing to fight against me for me. If my boy didn't fight for me, I'd have been dead. I wouldn't have had my beautiful wife, my children. I wouldn't be talking right now. I'd be gone. You see what I'm saying? So when you're going through something and you're not feeling great, you gotta tell yourself your story. Tell yourself your story out loud. When you tell your story out loud, you'll be able to see exactly how great God has been to you. So a month goes by, I get stronger. I redshirt, so I'm missing out on everything. The team is doing well. I'm seeing people pass me on the depth chart. I already know when I get back, it ain't gonna be the same. I'm gonna be fighting an uphill battle once again. And just during that time, I'm hanging out with other redshirt players, people who ain't traveling and who ain't playing in the games. And one night, we're getting ready to go to an event. I take my homeboy by his dorm so he can go grab a white tee, because we used to rock white tees, blue jeans, and dress shoes to the functions around college before YG. A lot of you cats are copying my old styles. And because I took him to his dorm in order to grab his tee, I had a chance meeting. I had a chance occur. Something happened out of the blue. I met a girl who I'd never seen before on campus, who was having a conversation by the dumpster in the parking lot, and 20 years later, it'll be 21 years in November. 21 years later, we've been together for 21 years now, and we've been married for 18. You see how great God has been? If he's never done anything else for me, he's done enough. If he's never done anything else for you, he's done enough. The but God of your past is the but God of your future. Because he did it in the past, he gonna do it in the future. That's just who he is. Stay down, stay loyal. Give all praises and glory to the Most High. Jesus, I love you. Church.